My mother-in-law shows her true racist colors. My husband and I have been together for 4 years and we just got married in October of 2022. He's amazing, quite literally the man of my dreams, and I have an amazing life with him now. My parents and the rest of my family love him. I'm Native American and have a really big family, and he comes to family events, holidays, cookouts, etc., and I haven't heard a single member of my family say they didn't like him. My husband's family is very small. Other than his parents, he has one brother, his wife and their 2 kids. His brother and his family live multiple states away, so we only see them around the holidays and they don't really have much extended family. So the only members of my husband's family I really see are his parents. His parents are the stereotypical white conservative small-town Christians. My husband is no longer religious. Mother-in-law, MIL, stays at home and tends to the house while father-in-law, FIL, works. I was worried about his parents' beliefs at first as I practice my native tribe's spiritual beliefs. I'm very left-leaning socially and politically, don't dress very conventional, and my husband and I have no desire to have children. But they were pretty chill with me when I met them the first time. His dad I have had no problems with, but over time, I have begun having trouble with his mother. She just flat out doesn't like me. According to my Phil, she has said I'm not the kind of woman that needs to be with her son. Her reasoning is because I don't act like a woman, I won't be a housewife, and I have a man's job. I'm a flight paramedic for a service that airlifts critically unstable patients. I love my job and I love being a paramedic. My husband has never expressed that he wants me to be a housewife or take up a stereotypically feminine job. If he did, we wouldn't be together. But apparently that's what his mother thinks he needs. When I first met his parents, we had been dating for about 5 months. Mill said at first that I didn't look like the kind of woman my husband would bring home. I didn't take it to heart. I figured she didn't mean it in a harsh way. When they asked what I did for work, I told them I was a flight medic. Phil said that was awesome, while Mill just kinda frowned and didn't say anything. Whatever. She was pretty cordial in the beginning, but as my husband and I got more and more serious, she began to not like me more. It started out with snide comments. She would manage to sneak into conversations the fact that she thinks women should be homemakers, or have jobs like teacher or caretaker. When started working 48-hour shifts, she asked who was going to take care of the housework. My husband told her he would while I was gone those 2 days. She got upset and said it wasn't fair that I made her son do it all by himself while I left. My husband told her that we split household chores evenly and that it was fine. One day we were over and she went off on this rant about how she missed when women acted like women and men acted like men. She started talking about how women needed to start being housewives and mothers again while the men worked and provided. While she never directly said it, I knew she included me in that. Phil told her to calm down and that this wasn't the time for that kind of discussion, and she got mad and said, well, it's just the truth, and looked in my direction. I'm not an idiot. I knew this rant was just a way for her to tell me how she felt without directly telling me. My husband was pretty angry when we left, and I can't say I was too pleased. I told him she was allowed to have her opinion no matter how stupid it was, and I wasn't going to lose sleep over the fact that she seems to still be living in the 1950s. He said he was angry about the blatant disrespect. He talked to her about it and said she wouldn't do it again. So I managed to let that situation roll off my shoulders. Everything came to a head with her a few weeks ago. Phil invited us over for dinner, so we went. My cousin is getting married in a few months and my husband mentioned that we were going to the wedding. It will be a traditional wedding in accordance with our tribe's customs. Phil said that was cool and Mill asked if there was going to be alcohol there. I didn't really see how that was an issue, so I said yes. She responded with, son, you don't need to be around all that drinking. My husband said it was fine and that it wouldn't be a problem. She said, no, you don't need to go. It's not safe if there's going to be alcohol there. I said, why wouldn't it be safe? It's not like we're going to be at a bar. It's just going to be my family. She then said, well, some people can get violent when they drink. I knew exactly what some people meant and that this was a racist remark. I told her that no one would be getting violent and that everyone would have a designated driver. My husband then said that we were going and there wasn't going to be any negotiation about it because he was a grown man and could make decisions for himself. That just made her more upset, and she started going off about how it wasn't a good idea for him to be around a bunch of drunk people. After Phil told her to calm down, my husband asked why it mattered so much to her anyway, because it's not like we were forcing her to go with us. She then said, I just don't think it's a good idea for you to be around a bunch of drunk Indians. I was in shock. I knew this is what she meant, but I didn't think she had the balls to flat out say it. You can't be serious, I said. She proceeded to tell me, I am serious. I know how you people are and I don't want my son around it. My husband began to lose it and started yelling at her. I honestly didn't have a response to that. I was just dumbfounded, as was my Phil. My husband told her he would not stand for her blatant disrespect and hatefulness any longer and was not going to allow her to be racist towards me. She then said, I can't believe you're seriously choosing this red-skinned bitch over your own mother. I gave birth to you. I told her to go duck herself and left out the front door, with my husband following me. She came running out the door after him, begging him not to leave. He then told her, no, F you, you're dead to me and I never want to hear from or see you again. He was shaking with anger when he got in the car and told me he was done with her and her crap and that we wouldn't be going back over there. Ever since then she has been blowing up our phones saying she's sorry and begging to reconcile. I don't know what to do. My husband is angry and upset that his mother is like this. Does anyone have any advice on how to deal with a situation like this?